Virginia is not an ordinary state. It is the heart of American influence. Its population is massive. Its leaders shaped the Revolution. If Virginia rejects the Constitution, the Union could fracture instantly. June 25th arrives heavy with pressure. The nation waits in suspense. This is more than a vote. It is a test of survival. Virginia holds enormous influence. Its decision carries national weight. If it turns away, others may follow. One state's choice could redirect history. Many delegates fear centralized power. They remember royal authority. To them, distant government feels dangerous. Liberty feels fragile. They do not want another king, not even in a different form. The old system is weak. It cannot enforce its will. Debt rises. Trade falters. Without reform, the Union may collapse. The convention hall is tense. Every whisper carries weight. Delegates sit divided. Federalists on one side, Anti-Federalists on the other. I scan the chamber carefully. No one is truly relaxed. History waits quietly in the room, and everyone knows it. Patrick Henry rises with fire in his voice, every movement charged with urgency. The chamber falls silent as all eyes turn to him, sensing the weight of history. He warns of a powerful central government, a force that could overshadow the states. His words echo through the room, a reminder that liberty is fragile and easily lost. This Constitution, he declares with conviction, may steal the freedoms we fought for and place power in distant hands. Delegates shift uneasily, whispers spreading like wildfire. Every argument now carries the tension of a nation on the brink. George Mason rises next, calm yet resolute, his gaze sweeping the chamber. He speaks with authority, every word deliberate, measured, and filled with caution. There is no Bill of Rights, no written guarantee to protect the people. Without it, he cannot support a document that may become absolute. He reminds the assembly of past tyranny, the dangers of unchecked power. Every delegate feels the weight of his experience and the gravity of his warning. Liberty, Mason insists, cannot exist without limits on authority. The future of a nation hangs precariously on this debate. James Madison does not shout, yet every word carries precision and intent. He studies his audience, noting the fears, doubts, and expectations of each delegate. While others ignite emotion, he builds careful logic, a foundation for unity. His argument is clear. Strength and structure are the only paths to survival. He explains the separation of powers, the checks and balances woven into the Constitution. Every branch serves to protect liberty, not to threaten it. Madison's calm presence steadies some delegates, yet challenges linger in the hall. The nation's fate feels as delicate as a candle flame in the summer heat. Who should hold power, the states or the national government? The question hangs in the air, heavy and unresolved, demanding every delegate's attention. Too much central authority feels dangerous, a shadow of monarchy returning. Too little authority risks chaos, leaving the Union weak and vulnerable. Every argument is dissected, debated, and weighed against history's lessons. The chamber vibrates with tension, the air thick with the possibility of failure. Liberty and order clash in the minds of each delegate, as they realize that their decision will echo through generations. Federalists rise to offer reassurance, their voices firm and persuasive. They promise that amendments can be added, protections written, and concerns addressed. Rights can be enshrined, they argue, securing freedom for all citizens. Yet first, the Constitution must be ratified, the foundation laid for a new nation. The chamber listens intently, some nodding, some still doubtful. Every promise now carries the weight of compromise and trust. The balance between fear and hope is delicate, and the delegates know that every word may tip the scale. The room grows heavier each day, the air thick with anticipation. Debates stretch into hours, voices raised and hushed in turn, tension palpable. Alliances shift as friendships strain under the weight of history. Delegates glance at one another, searching for support or agreement. No one is certain anymore. Each decision carries monumental consequence. The outcome hangs in the balance, poised between triumph and disaster. Every eye is fixed, every ear alert, as the chamber waits for a single word that could determine the fate of the nation itself. Debt haunts the young nation, growing with every unsettled account and uncollected tax. Trade is fragile. Every shipment delayed, every port congested could ignite panic. Without unity, financial collapse could sweep across the states like a storm. Merchants, farmers, and citizens alike would feel the weight of a fragile economy. Delegates realize that economics is as dangerous as war itself. The chamber murmurs with anxious whispers, everyone calculating the potential fallout. If Virginia hesitates, foreign powers might exploit the uncertainty. The nation's hard-won independence could be threatened by its own indecision. This is more than numbers on paper. It is the survival of commerce, trust, and livelihood. Every argument now carries the tangible weight of what could go wrong. After weeks of debate, voices raised, and countless motions made, the chamber finally settles. Every delegate prepares to cast their vote, hands trembling slightly under the hot summer light. The result is razor-thin, 89 in favor, 79 opposed. A victory, yes, but one that reminds everyone how fragile this moment truly is. Whispers ripple through the hall, some relieved, others still anxious. Some glance nervously at their neighbors, wondering if history will judge them harshly. No one forgets how close the nation came to division. Even victory feels heavy. The burden of responsibility rests on every shoulder. The vote is not just numbers. It is a statement of intent and courage. Each yes and no echoes across time, a testament to the weight of choice. The count is complete. The chamber waits in suspense, the air almost suffocating with tension. No cheers, no applause. Only the heavy weight of realization settles over everyone. History has shifted, and every delegate feels it deep in their bones. Some fidget, others clasp their hands, while a few stare blankly ahead. The silence itself speaks volumes, louder than any shout could. The air is dense, thick with relief, fear, and the gravity of what has just happened. Every glance, every motion, carries the memory of this defining moment. Delegates understand that nothing will ever be the same again. The nation has taken a step forward, but the journey is far from over. Even those who voted yes cannot fully relax. The victory does not erase lingering doubts or anxiety about the future. Promises of future amendments weigh heavily on the minds of delegates. The Bill of Rights must still be secured to ensure liberty is truly protected. They understand that trust is fragile and compromise is essential. Every supporter leaves the hall cautiously optimistic, yet aware of the dangers ahead. The risk of failure still lingers like a shadow across the chamber. Even triumph carries responsibility and vigilance for what comes next. This is not the end of debate, only a temporary pause. Every decision made today will echo for decades to come. Virginia's approval is not blind consent. Delegates make it clear that amendments are required to protect the people. Rights must be codified, written, and guaranteed against abuse. This condition, though subtle, wields great power over the nation's future. Some delegates feel reassured by the promise of change. Others remain cautious, knowing that words alone are not enough. The vote is both decisive and conditional, balancing courage with prudence. Virginia has spoken, but its message carries a warning. Every future law, every future amendment will be shaped by this moment. Liberty, they know, is earned, protected, and defended. Virginia's decision sends shockwaves far beyond the hall. Pressure mounts on New York, the next key state whose voice could tip the balance. Its delegates watch intently, realizing the magnitude of what has just occurred. Political tension rises as the domino effect begins to take shape. Every action in Richmond influences decisions elsewhere. The fate of the Union now seems connected by invisible threads. The weight of expectation is almost unbearable. Delegates understand that they're not only deciding for themselves, but for a nation. The eyes of the world, seen and unseen, rest upon them. The consequences of hesitation or defiance could be catastrophic. The document is accepted, yet doubts remain, simmering beneath the surface. Not every delegate is fully convinced that this is the right path. Trust must be earned. Agreement is only the first step. Skepticism persists, a reminder that acceptance does not equal confidence. The chamber reflects on the fragility of consensus. Even those celebrating cautiously note that vigilance is still required. Every future action will test the strength of this ratification. The nation has taken a step forward, but the journey is far from secure. The Constitution is alive now, yet it demands respect, attention, and protection. History watches, waiting to see if it will succeed or falter. From fear and negotiation comes compromise. From compromise comes protection for every citizen. The Bill of Rights will follow, giving tangible form to abstract promises. Liberty, once theoretical, now finds a written home. Delegates feel relief, tempered by recognition of responsibility. Their work is not finished. Safeguards must be defended. This is a triumph of negotiation, courage, and foresight. The lessons learned today will guide generations to come. History records that liberty can be codified, yet only if citizens and leaders remain vigilant. If history had turned differently, America might be unrecognizable. A fragile alliance could have replaced a strong union, and the map would be divided. Regional tensions might have hardened, North and South drifting apart irreparably. Conflict, uncertainty, and instability could dominate the early years. Delegates imagine the chaos, realizing how delicate every decision is. Every vote carries consequences far beyond the hall itself. History could have taken a darker path, and the world would have looked on with uncertainty. Virginia's choice reminds us that courage and responsibility shape nations. One state, one decision could have changed everything. Great nations are shaped by the smallest margins. 10 votes can alter the course of history forever. Silence, deliberation, and courage combine to produce monumental outcomes. History is sometimes loud, sometimes whispering, yet always present. Delegates leave knowing that even minor actions hold immense weight. Every voice matters. Every vote counts. The lesson is clear. Participation is essential. Liberty requires engagement, attention, and commitment. Power and liberty continue to compete in every generation. The balance struck in that hall remains relevant, guiding citizens and leaders alike. The debates in Richmond echo through time, teaching vigilance and compromise. Freedom is fragile, and history is a constant reminder of its value. Every generation must learn from courage, negotiation, and foresight. The choices of June 25, 1788 endure as a testament to responsibility and wisdom. Liberty demands attention, courage, and careful judgment. The hall may be empty now, but its lessons live on forever.